So how are you finding it at Consensus, and what are you, as anonymous Bitcoin, like, what are you trying to make happen this week?
It's actually pretty amazing. It is packed at Consensus. There are thousands of people here. They're saying 7,000, 8,000. I have no idea how many thousands.
Yeah.
But realistically, our goals here are networking. We have a pretty solid foundation of individuals in the United States that know about anonymous Bitcoin, but we don't have foreigners. We're looking to enter the European markets, the Asian markets, and while we're here, we're looking to set that foundation.
So can you tell us about the project, the kind of team that you have working on it, and what the timeline has been like for you guys, and you know, when it's set to launch, basically?
So our timeline sets us for testnet launch in early August. August 10th, we're going to have the testnet live, so exchanges can test our software, can test our platform, our wallet. Our fork date is actually September 10th. We hope to be listed on exchange soon thereafter. I can't tell you the exchanges yet because nothing's been solidified, but we are shooting for multiple top 5 listings. And as far as the team goes, we have 2 lead devs, Sam and Chris. They're absolutely fantastic, but under them are all the other devs. A lot of them are more junior devs, but at the same time, they're focused on delineated tasks. These tasks include wallet building, platform building. The overall blockchain architecture is for the main devs, but they have many devs working under them accomplishing the more mundane tasks. We understand when we're falling behind and when we're ahead of schedule, and thus far we've been ahead of schedule.
What would you say, like, the response has been like among the Bitcoin community themselves to what you guys are working on? What's the feedback been like generally?
So the feedback's either you love it or you hate it. What we're trying to do is show people that the people that actually hate it, that you can fork transparently. You can come to conferences, you can videotape, you can show the world what it takes to actually fork a coin versus just the assumption that we're trying to make money pumping it. That's not the case at all. What we're trying to do is introduce new technology, masternodes, into a privacy coin for free. If you want to support the project, obviously you can purchase the underlying token, Z Classic or Bitcoin, but the reality is that's not the goal of the project. The goal of the project is to create a truly new cryptocurrency, anonymous Bitcoin, and it's hard to appease both sides of that. Give them a reason to love it. Dispel a lot of the underlying issues that people see with forks. Missed deadlines, not meeting exchanges, all those things, we've already moved past.
And are there any sort of additional enhancements that this has, perhaps in terms of like transaction?
So what we're doing is by incorporating the masternodes, we're having so when transactions do take place, they're not going just to miners. It's also going to masternode holders. So that incentivizing long-term holders will allow individuals to enjoy it almost like a savings account. You'll hold coins as you'll transact them, and you'll make sure you meet the minimum requirements to hold because you can have multiple masternodes. Multiple masternodes and the divided approach of 35% to masternodes, 65% to miners will incentivize both mining while having masternodes.
If I can just ask one final thing, it's quite interesting the sort of media and documentation process that you're bringing into this. So it's very much trying to be transparent so far as this is not a shill operation. Please watch every part of this thing. When might that, I suppose, documentary or video content, media content, at what stage is that going to come to light? Is it being published already, or and where can people find it?
I'm glad you asked that. It's actually being published on a weekly basis right now. We upload all of our videos to our YouTube channel, anonymousbitcoin.io. You can see all of our videos, you can see our press releases, you can see news articles citing anonymous Bitcoin, and so we want the public to be updated. Not at the end of the project when we make a wonderful documentary about how you create a fork coin, but from the beginning. That is what transparency is. It's not showing them at the end, it's showing them as the process takes place. So we're trying to include transparency in what till now was a region that a lot of people did have scams. Forks were a nerve-wracking thing. We're trying to move the public away from that and show that transparently you can fork correctly.
Thanks for your time.
Pleasure meeting you.